Hi, I'm Cathy O'Shia with New Age Industrial. Today I'd like to talk to you about maximizing your walk-in storage. When you lay out a walk-in cooler for storage, there are important things that you need to remember. What is the height of the cooler? What do you want to put in there? What is your weight bearing on the items that you're putting in the cooler? Be aware of fans and structures in the building that you have to work around. You also need to be aware of your corner spacing. You need to allow spacing for aisles so that your employees or the beer vendor or whoever it is that's getting in and out of that cooler can get in and out and move the product on and off of the shelves. So those are just a few of the things that you need to think about when you're trying to create storage in a walk-in cooler. At New Age, we have several types of shelving. We have our cantilevered shelving, which is adjustable. The great thing about this style of shelving is that there's no post in the front, so it'll give you about 30% more storage. This is ideal for schools because they get FDA produce, which is different heights, so it gives you some flexibility. We have the heavy-duty shelf on the bottom, the T-bar, and solid, so it gives you lots of options depending on the type of product that you're storing on the shelves. Over here we have our adjustable shelving. This again has the heavy duty, the T-bar, and then the solid shelf on the top. This gives you more flexibility. You can put the heavy boxes on the bottom, the smaller boxes, or the Cambro containers, or the food boxes in here, and they slide front to back. On the top you put all the lightweight. You can put miscellaneous small jars, containers, etc. in there. We also have keg shelving for walk-in storage. You may be creating a beer cooler, a beer cave, something like that. So we also have that. That comes in lots of different sizes and depths. Lastly, I want to remind you that we also have security fence. This can be placed inside any walk-in cooler to create a secure area. If you want to store your meat, liquor, high-end produce, anything like that, you can create a secure area inside the walk-in cooler. One of the ways that we at New Age can help you with designing your layout on your storage is by working with our engineering department. So we'll get your dimensions on your facility or your space, and then we'll get with engineering and lay out the drawing so that you can have a visual. We can do an elevation drawing and we'll maximize the space in that way. This is a cooler storage that we designed for a very large facility that had an odd shaped space they wanted to put these coolers into. So what we did in the first section is got the dimensions in the original architectural drawings. We took the spacing and determined that we did have enough space for a single section by the door that would not get in the aisleway and preclude the customer from wheeling in their kegs or their hand trucks, pallets, etc. We maximize the space by putting a 18-inch shelving instead of the double deep shelving, which is 34 inches. So then as we move into the room, there's plenty of space to add in the double deep shelving, which still gives us a fairly large aisle that allows the customer the spacing that they need to maneuver and get their kegs in. They could even bring in a pallet if they needed to of boxed beer or whatever they wanted to do. So it gives you the spacing. So then we move on to the next section. As you can see, there's another door into the next section. And in designing them and maximizing the space, we still have to be sure that we leave plenty of room for the doors to open. We always be conscious of the fact that you've got to be able to maneuver, and you have doors, you have ceiling fans, you have fixtures like you see on the right here in this cooler. There are columns or building fixtures that you have to work around. So sometimes if you have a fan inside the cooler, then you need to have your shelving only be 4 feet tall instead of 6 feet or 72 inches tall. So that pretty much helps the customer look at the drawing, decide if that works for their type of layout or what they're looking to store, and then they can order the shelving based on the dimensions and everything provided in the drawing. Like all of our products, we can create custom items for you. It's easy to customize any of the things we've talked about. We can customize shelving for you for your walk-in cooler. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can email us at sales@newageindustrial.com for a custom quote, or check us out online at newageindustrial.com.